Yo guys, what is going on? Insanity coming at you today with the first ever 1.7 information over on my channel. Yes, I know there's been a lot of teasing that I've been doing for the past week or so, ever since ETF Charlie wrapped up, and all I can say is holy crap guys, here we go. We're going to go ahead and jump into the first little bit of information without breaking the world of NDA, because we all know NDA rules all, and we can only say so much. So with that being said, first thing on the list, global events. What are they? How long do they last? Okay? You'll have global events that run for as little as a week. Some may run as long as a month. And of course, community feedback is going to play a really big role in how things are going to work and how things are recycled and so on and so forth. But that's just the beginning. I'm sure you'll also be able to see things such as what Destiny does, where you're going to see like Halloween events, how you can see Christmas events. It's going to be really unique and interesting to see how things are going to work, especially since they've been really pushing out these weekend experiences. It's kind of like the preview of how it's going to be able to play out and how things roll out. It's a real quick, simple patch. We get a new sense, a new thing going on, and it's going to be really, really quick, easy, and it's going to be pretty much seamless whenever it happens. So that's just the beginning, okay? What in the world do you do? How does it work? What do global events actually do for you? Well, first of all, it's going to go ahead and try and make things work so that, first of all, it doesn't seem like you're doing such a grind anymore. Yes, the world is going to be completely updated with this modifier and unique activities that are going to just change the way you want to go ahead and try and play the game. It's going to make you think on your toes and make things a little bit more challenging if you're playing in a group. But the way it's going to work is it's going to affect all of the world of PvE. So it doesn't matter if you're in the light zone, if you're doing missions, if you're doing incursions, if you're over down in the underground, it's going to affect it there as well. So what happens? How does it work? Basically, you're going to have this global modifier, and it's going to completely change the way certain elements of the game work. Say you go ahead and try and get a headshot on somebody, boom, you're instantly going to see their heads explode with green goop and blood all over the place. It's going to be really weird and unique, and it's going to make a solo experience so much more fun and entertaining than ever before. The next thing on the list is, what if I'm playing in a group? You know, shouldn't the world of PvE get even more challenging and unique and seem different rather than just going from this spot, shoot from here, get in this corner, hide behind this guy with a shield, or use this gun and mow an enemy down, switch on over to this loadout, and then do it all over again? Absolutely, and that's exactly what is going to happen, because it's going to try and challenge players in new unique ways to try and make it so that you may not get to play the way that you would normally try and play. Oh, you want to go ahead and run Stolen Signal? Fine. You can't have any shields. How do you beat it? You know, it could be crazy modifiers like that. Now, if they do that, they would have to completely change the way Stolen Signal works. Or what if they said, you know what? You can't use Reclaimer on Dragon's Nest. How do you stay alive? You know, I mean, little things like that. Only use a pistol. Just brand new, unique ways to try and make it so that you have no idea what to expect, and it completely changes your gameplay style to try and make a much more fun and unique experience that you currently don't already have. Again, these are all examples made up in my head. I'm not allowed to give you 100% concrete examples of what to come to expect because that's under NDA. Let me just go ahead and say that right now. Next thing on the list is, what in the world do you get for doing all of this, right? How do I know if I'm going to get something cool for going through this and playing during this global event or using this modifier or doing this or doing that? Well, I can't tell you what the rewards are or how you earn them, but I will say this. Depending on what tier you're in, you're going to be able to get greater rewards depending on what tier that you're currently in with a certain amount of modifiers and this and that, and I'm going to leave it at that, okay? Next thing on the list. What in the world are you going to do to try and make this a much more lifelong experience? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are going to say, you know what, this is great. This is going to be great for a month and then it's going to be dead. Why do we care about this now? Well, it's going to affect the entire world of PvE, like I said. So it's across the entire light zone and, of course, the underground. We're unsure if it's going to affect PvE survival yet. I think it'd be interesting and unique if they decided to go ahead and take that route, but it's not really necessary. It's going to utilize all the existing content. So do keep that in mind. They're going to try and make it so that all the content that you've already played and went through is going to be completely just changed and utilized in a brand new way. Hopefully they allow this to work with the 1 to 30 experience. I think that would make things very, very interesting Next thing on the list, global modifiers is basically going to be there to try and help struggling players. If they're playing solo, it's going to make things a little bit more fun, a little bit more easier, but the modifiers that you add in a group are going to make things unique, harder, and more challenging, and require more cooperation than ever before. So do keep that in mind, because it's going to change the way you have group play, and you may not be able to go ahead and play your role if you have a specific role in your group, and it's going to make things very, very interesting. Other than that, guys, I mean, the one thing that I really wanted to go ahead and talk a bit about is the rewards, and I can't do that. I mean, overall, I have to say, just stay tuned, pay attention. State of the game is coming. There's no guarantee that more information is coming on that this soon, but rather it be through that or the Division's Twitter or the forums or whatever, the information is coming. 1.7 has a lot in it, and global events is just part of it. There's a whole nother section that I'm saving for another video called accommodations, and it's going to be really unique to see how those play into effect and how you earn those as well, but I don't want to get into that. I wanted to keep that as a separate video so you guys kind of had an opportunity to learn what global events were by themselves, because everyone was interested to see how seasons were going to work in the Division compared to how they work in like Diablo or how they work in Ghost Recon, for instance. I mean, because everybody's got their own unique take on how this system should work, and this is the way it's going to work in the Division. It's kind of a mixture of all the other ones that are out there, but this one is how it's going to work in Manhattan. This is how the Division agents are going to take him down, and it's going to be a brand new way to try and experience the game that we already love and play almost every single day. So with that being said, like if you haven't, sub if you're new. Guys, I promise the information and the news coming for 1.7, it's on the way, but believe me, this is just the appetizer. This is just getting started. Year 2 is jam-packed with so much stuff that when you figure out exactly everything that's coming, you're going to go, holy shit, how in the world was this entire content for this entire year 100% free? And you'll see it soon enough. Anyways, guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Be sure to go ahead and turn on your mobile notifications so you know when my content and my live streams start. Like if you haven't, sub if you're new. I know you guys love the Division just as much as I do, and for everyone out there that says this game is dead, oh, buddy, you have no idea where things are headed next. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.